Probably not. Hey, great Monday evening. It is a weird type of evening in the city of Brownsville. And I say it's a weird evening because, I mean, last night it was cold. This morning it was cold. And this afternoon it was hot. So I don't know how bad the weather is outside. I haven't left the office, but I'm going to guess it's kind of on the hot side. No, someone?
It's so. It's not. It's tolerable.
Is it
It's a
tough as
little bit. It's a little bit on the cool side, but it's all right.
I didn't even turn on the damn TV. ¿Sabes qué? I literally this afternoon I went to Matamoros and me llevé el poncho, my Ecuadorian poncho,
Yeah.
and I just hadn't had a chance to wear it. I wore one yesterday and at
For a
church.
second, I thought you were gonna say que te llevaste el perro.
El
The
perro?
dog. Yeah, the dog you guys have at the house.
No, actually, it's kind of crazy. They actually put that dog inside the house.
Oh, really?
That dog's never been inside the house, so I can imagine what kind of mess he's done already at the house. It gets to a point where people got to stop collecting dogs,
Yeah.
especially if you're not going to be able to take care of them. I mean, that's one of the reasons why. I mean, I get a lot of people that tell me, Erasmo, would you please go pick up this cat? Y no sé qué. And I say, I'd love to, but I
Yeah.
can't, You've got to know your limit.
Sometimes the will's there, but you don't have the means for it or the time for it,
It's
it's
just,
time consuming.
yeah, you don't have the time. That's the problem. Because let me tell you, it's like there's a meme going around because it's Christmas, and a lot of people think that it's cool to gift
Dog,
pets,
pets.
dogs and cats and stuff. And
Yeah.
there's a meme going around, guys. It's not a quickie little Christmas gift. It's a commitment. It's
Yeah.
an 16 to 18-year commitment. And I agree. And entonces when my parents keep on bringing pets to the house, I'm going like, guys, y'all are old.
Now you can try to foster them, which is just like keep them there for like 2 weeks to 2 to 6 weeks, more or less.
Yeah, they're old.
While they get like an actual forever home. Um, but if you were trying to keep them there forever, like you gotta have the time, the money. Some some animals actually require like lots of attention medically.
Well,
But
mega attention. And again, they're old, you know,
yeah,
and batallan to take care of themselves, para andar batallando taking care of another pet. And yeah, let it go, let it go. I mean, I understand having one dog, you might want that little company there or something,
yeah.
but in excess, yeah, chale. And I mean, I like the dog. Well, I
Like for
like,
older people, it's usually like a small dog,
yeah.
just for the company. You know?
Well, I like the older dog, the bigger dog. I like the older dog. That's a nice dog. It's a nice dog because it's friendly and it's grande, so it'll take care of the house y lo que tú quieras.
Yeah.
But the second dog, the first two dogs that they got, one of them se lo dio tu tía, Alicia, so gave it to her, and it's a horrible dog. It's just a dumb blind dog. And the second one they picked up off the streets here at the office, and because the first dog is always barking at everyone, well, now the second dog thinks that they could be go out there and bark at everyone, and it is a pain in the butt. It's just annoying.
Well, it I don't know, man. Like it lets you know that there's somebody out there.
Yeah, but they mostly bark at me, and I don't know if it's because I
They sense danger too. I've heard.
danger, Will Robinson, danger. I don't know if it's, but I don't even know if it's because I smell like cat, you know,
That could be
or,
a factor too.
or it's just they just hate me, and I guess because they know that I don't like them at all.
Or you smell like food, maybe.
I smell like sobaco, sobaco. I've always liked that word, sobaco,
No.
sobaco. Wait, if you had a chance to decimate the no chain dog law
As
that's coming into effect?
yeah, as far as I understood, it was no unreasonable chain as far as like super thick chains on like medium dogs. But if you have a large dog, you gotta have something to what is gonna hold them down. As far as the collars, it needs to have about an inch, free play of about an inch. Like I doubt cops are gonna be going in there to check if it's an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches of free play,
Yeah.
or half an inch of free play. You know?
Who's going to
Um,
enforce this?
huh?
Who's going to enforce all this?
I have no idea. I'm assuming animal control.
Which is the Brownsville Police Department now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have already stated that a ton of Brownsville police officers are going to retire in January. We already stated that
Well,
there's
then they need to speed up the process of like hiring cops, and because they got to do go through the whole training and all those first couple of like weeks, of getting the ins and outs of it.
it's not going to happen.
I know
I
they're hiring for at the shelter, at the city shelter over here in Olmito, and I think they're paying about 11, $12 an hour. And I know that there was like other positions, um, but I don't recall the details. I just that was the only one that kind of caught my eye. That was on the lower end. The rest were like in the 16, 17, but there were like other positions. I don't recall the exact details of it.
I just don't think that we have enough police officers to be out there.
Enforcing that.
Yeah. Plus, it's very subjective. What? Not big enough chain.
Oh, and then yes, it is very subjective. And then the other detail was if it's an extreme weather, as far as like too cold or too hot, they have to come inside. They cannot be outside. And I'm like, I wonder how they do that in Alaska with the Huskies.
Well, it's a
I know
Texas.
if they, yeah. No, I know. But I wonder what laws they enforce over there. So
Yeah.
you try to look into other places to kind of like get some ideas of how they kind of not enforce it, but how what laws they have as far as that.
I don't know. I'm just concerned. I don't think that we have enough manpower to go out there and enforce such a law. And again, who's going to want to? I don't think that there's any cops here in the city of Brownsville that
Yeah.
are going to want to
There's
go
too
check the
many
roof.
other bigger issues to deal with,
Yeah.
such as like the car parking nuisance, like when they're parking on the side of the streets and all that stuff. There's houses with like big, what's the grass when it's more than 2 feet.
Yeah. Which is
Like no
always
one actually enforces it. They just put a sticker and hopefully it gets cut.
well, my thing with the cars is, if you come downtown, you see all these cars parked, that are all people that have gone into Mexico, and they
Yeah,
park their cars here downtown, and they go across and they leave their car here for days. There's a couple of trucks right there across my street that have been there for like a week, and they just leave them there. And well, the problem is for individuals that have a small business here downtown, is we don't have enough parking anyway.
yeah,
There isn't any parking, and then you've got these people that leave them there for days. And but it's not like they can use the parking garage that we have, because we've got a
yeah.
three-story parking garage. Can't use that. But again, would they want to use that when they could park it right here, half a block away for free?
But they took away their spot of the parking garage. It's
They take
crazy,
over.
but I've seen like around some the neighborhoods in Bronxville where it's like I don't know, I guess via West and some place in Alton Glory where it's like very narrow streets and they have streets on both cars on both sides to where it has to go like one and one
It's horrible.
when as far as like driving. So sometimes it's a little bit of like a nuisance, but there's many more issues
Yeah, I
that they
mean,
have to deal with. But
tons. But
dogs would be
first
in the
of all,
bottom of the list.
yeah. Well, first of all, the city's struggling. The city's struggling because we don't have individuals coming over from Mexico buying as much as they could before, and they can't come over because the peso has started to devalue. I mean,
Yeah,
right now you're getting them in 21 pesos per the dollar. If that continues, guys, it's going to be really, really hard for individuals coming in from Mexico to spend money here. While it's going to be great for us, that go into Mexico and
Yeah.
start to buy during that parentheses period. But after a while, they're going to catch up and they're going to screw us over.
Yeah.
So they're coming over. They can't park. They're these cars out here. They're taking up the parking spot that belongs to actual business owners, uh, small business owners here downtown. Where now we don't have individuals. We don't have spaces for our
And
clients.
they can't make those they can't make those exclusive, right?
No, they can't because I mean it's city owned. So city can what they can do is come back and do what they did throughout the whole downtown and put meters on them. You
Yeah.
know, but all anyone has to do is just pay someone to go back and put up another quarter in it every hour or so. And it still sucks for us here. We don't have any parking spots.
Yeah.
And my if I have clients coming in, they have to go park in the back because there literally is no parking spot. I know that one of my friends has a tattoo parlor, and the guy keeps busy, man. That guy's a good tattoo artist.
Yeah.
That guy, I mean, he's got people coming in like crazy, and they have to park all the way in the back. It doesn't
That's
seem right,
crazy.
huh?
I was thinking over here like having people parked all the way to UTB or UTRGV and walk a couple of blocks. That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah,
Because what do they fill up that other spot, you know? But that's personal, right? That's part of the business, the parking lot there.
where
There you can tell people that they park in the back.
Oh yeah. Well, the good thing about us is because Papa owns that building. The parking spots on the side of that building, they're ours. But I don't want to go park all the way over there, especially because since I'm leaving at night and getting into my car.
Yeah. What about that other corner? Is that somebody else's? That empty lot that has been empty for decades?
That actually used to be Trex Mendix's lot. I think
Mm.
it's still Trex Mendix's lot. It used to be my sister Melissa's lot.
Oh, and he sold it to her?
She sold it to Trex Mendix.
Makes sense.
I think she sold it really cheap también. I mean, I don't know. For some reason, my sisters all have a lot of money and I don't.
Is it one of those quid?
Yeah, it's not like they work. They don't work, but they've got all this money. Don't know where it's coming from, but
Yeah, I've noticed she's been doing quite a bit of I think it was like a toy drive over there in the west part of Brownsville.
she does everything. I mean, does everything. Supposedly that. I mean, she's building a ranch and another ranch and building her kids' homes and stuff. And I'm going like, damn, I don't know how the hell these people get all this money, man. I
Yeah.
mean, it's crazy. I mean, I can barely afford my Fiat and uh, and my scooter. And these
Hey, you
people,
know what you could do, man?
mm,
Nomás dile al dentista
yeah,
que hace una casota
I mean, ponle casa,
por en casa.
ponle casa. Este, he might. I must be doing something right. Oh, yes, my I was downtown. I went downtown because Alex had gotten a citation, so I went downtown, to accompany him and passed by the mural. My God, that thing is horrible.
Which one out of all of them?
The pink one, both of them are, but the
Okay.
pink one, my God, it just doesn't make any sense. Have you seen it, Sam?
Not in person, but I've seen the picture.
No, it
I
just
saw
doesn't
the musk.
make sense. Huh?
I saw the musk when I went downtown last time.
Oh,
The one Elizondo, where it's by Elizondo.
yeah. Where the fire station is
Yeah,
there.
that one. I saw that one.
The pink mural that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Nothing.
No.
Not an ounce of sense does it make. It's just dumb. Dumb. I don't get it, and I still don't get it. Let me get to the comments before Maggie gets mad.
Yeah, I was about to tell you how's she doing with her child. Anything that
Doesn't
happened?
talk to me much anymore. Good
Mm.
evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, Kevin, my man, with llamas, bail bonds, my man. Joe, good evening, Arroyo. Karens that have to complain about everything, everyone else's animals will be the ones to enforce this. But isn't
Yeah,
it? But you know
Good
that,
luck having a cop show up.
well, that yeah, good looking. That trips me out. Where do all these people get all that time? You know, all these Karens. And we were talking about Karinas this morning. Where do
Doña
all
Karina.
Karinas? Where do all these Karinas find that time, guys, to do all this stuff? You know,
Yeah,
I mean, I'd like to have time. My eyes are closing shut because I'm just so tired. Damn tired. I couldn't take a nap today. I
yeah.
literally was back and forth like a crazy man.
Like no joke, I even gotten a ticket for animal at large, and it was a Chihuahua.
You got a ticket for Animal Large?
Yeah, I had back then. I had two dogs, one a large one and a small one, and the small one was the one that got the ticket. I'm like, it's a freaking Chihuahua. It's like here in the yard,
Yeah.
but
I
I'm
mean,
like, it's ridiculous. But
Chihuahua should be meant for
someone, there's always someone like watching or calling in and stuff like that. It's nonsense.
Karens. A lot of Karens. Karinas. A lot of Karinas. That's the
But they
word.
won't call in the rest of the cats that are around here because they're nobodies,
Well,
you know, so they don't
you
get
know,
picked up either.
you would hope that a lot of these people would be a little bit more invested in, hey, let's fight for the community.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go out there. And it's kind of crazy because these are the same people that go out there and say, well, why don't you cut the grass yourself? Going like, please, it's only when it's
It's
suitable to
it's already
you.
paid for.
Yeah, only when it's suitable to you, then you're okay with people doing your stuff. But when it's not, and it's just, I think it's just people that like to complain. This morning, I had a conversation with someone on the page. I was going like, really? Is that you're going to defend the city? I mean,
I saw several people like defending the I guess the point of view as well as the same thing with the animals about like, oh, all dogs should be inside, and I'm like, no.
no, not all dogs should be outside. And
It
not
wasn't like it was. That's the way I interpreted whatever she was saying. Although I do understand that she was like, oh, okay, take him out every once in a while, and I'm like, well, my dog's a little bit bigger.
I'm trying to remember that post that I had a little discussion with someone. I think, oh, it had to do with the hand sanitizer, man. The hand sanitizer. I'm
You
going
gotta
like,
appreciate what you get.
Sam, am I just nuts, bro? I mean,
Appreciate that pizza and soda with no gas, and appreciate a couple of gloves they give you.
what in the world, bro? I
Uh,
mean, why
but
did,
but stay quiet because I'm gonna enjoy this lobster and steak.
yeah, be happy while I'm, asking for some Grey Poupon. Give me some Grey Poupon milkshake for my steak,
Great people.
Grey Poupon, and and I'm like, guys, really?
Yeah,
And it's going, be grateful. And they're like, guys, these people are raking in your money. But again, it's that sense of some, I'm like, well, whatever we get is good. I'm going like, it's your
like
money.
it's already a set aside for a certain project. Like why they take it away to do some other nonsense, and then just to give that part of that money to certain someone, you know?
It's your money. And that really trips me. It's your money. And you're gonna be going out there and saying, well, be happy. Be happy that you got a little bag that's probably worth $3 with all the stuff in there. $3? $3. Be happy. While they're out there eating steak and lobster, they're getting the big old fat bonuses, man. Doesn't make any sense. Mejor hobby, lobby. Well, they're paying $18 an hour, isn't it? 18?
Something like that, man. I know it was bigger, higher.
Are we talking about my dentist again? Finally fixed my chat access. Finally! I think Dina was out there saying
Was she
like,
blocked or something?
well, for some reason she said I can't comment, I can't comment. Go like, I didn't block you. You know, it just might be something
That
on your
was
end.
YouTube.
What about the thousands of dogs that run wild in San Benito during the wintertime? Who has to take them in? Well, I know I have a friend of mine out there that has a ranch in San Benito.
And they go in and out of his ranch.
Yeah. So
You see, because out there it's out in the open, and they have a purpose, like to keep the wild animals out. And sometimes they have the chickens like caged up, and they're guarding that. But
or
if
they're
you're in the city and it's a neighborhood,
eating the chickens.
well, yeah, because I seen coyotes like because I live in Los Fresnos. I seen coyotes like come nearby and take snatch up like little dogs and stuff like that.
Chihuahuas? Is that what
Yeah,
happened to your Chihuahua?
one of the baby ones, one of the puppies, because they were outside playing, and then before you know it, I heard them like I guess whatever sound they make, um, not howling, they were barking or
Yelping?
something like that. And then
Yelping.
by the time I went outside, it was like a little coyote, and they just like snatch, boom, bounce.
Supper is served.
Yeah,
Good evening. I heard Stefano's Pizza in Harlingen had a fire. That place is really close to my heart. I hope everyone's okay. I saw the pictures. I actually shared them this morning. Everyone has always said that Stefano's is really good. I'd never been.
unfortunately, I didn't go either, but I heard highly great reviews of it. I know that nobody got injured. I know it happened. I think it was like in the early morning of when it happened, and I know that there is a GoFundMe account for the guy. I believe his name is Steven. Um, but I guess
For the owner of Stefano's?
yeah,
I thought the guy would probably be banking. I mean, I'm sure he has fire insurance, no?
something. But they already set up a GoFundMe account. They
Why?
do say like I don't know personally, like I don't know him personally, but there's been a bunch of postings of the guy being very generous to the Harlingen community.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. But
Maybe what I would do as an owner if I have the fire insurance will be make a GoFundMe for the employees
oh,
because you already pretty much it's the end of the year. It's supposed to be Christmas parties. That's where some servers like make their money at, and then there's no more business, So it kind of ruins the end of the year money making time.
Ponzi scheme? Well,
Nah, it's not a Ponzi scheme, but like the server. That's because parties, believe it or not, some servers do make money.
well, I remember you used to make a whole lot of crap crash
Yeah,
and crap too, but
both.
big ones. Well, this is no. I mean, I was a waiter at a couple of restaurants, and I mean, I would rake in 100, $200 a night.
Yeah,
I wouldn't report it though.
yeah.
Some employers they want to make you report it. I go,
You would just me personally, I would just report minimum hour, like the minimum wage. That way, they don't pay me anything, and I'm making enough legal, like whatever is supposed to be made.
you're banking.
Yeah, and the rest is just pocket.
Oh
But
yeah,
when it comes time to like to get a loan from the bank, they were like, "Whoa, it says here you only make about 15,000," but in reality, you have like about a $20,000 down payment for a car or a house, or and
twenty
you won't
thousand
be able to
dollars
prove it. you
in
know,
your sock drawer. Guys, if
a
you're on
bunch of
YouTube,
ones.
yeah, which one? If you're on YouTube, please like that channel, guys, please. Oh yes, what about? Did you hear about that waitress that got a $4,000 tip,
Yeah, I
and
sure did.
the employers wanted to make her
Like
share it
split the
amongst
money.
them, split
Yeah.
the money?
The thing is that it's understandable if that's what the norm was for the restaurant, but that restaurant was not usually like a sharing, a tip pool. That's what they call a tip pool. And then the owner was also wanting to get part of that money, which is also a big no no. Any restaurant that the manager, the owner, assistant manager wants to get part of that tip money, that's a huge quick call to the. It was a uh, Texas Commission. There's a man, I forgot the department, but you can call them right away and let them know that what's happening, and they can get in trouble real quick.
Yeah, it's crazy. I wouldn't want to share my money. I mean,
No, that
you
was
work,
4,400.
huh?
Hell no, that was 4,400.
Yeah,
What they had given her.
you worked for it.
Yeah,
I mean, unless somebody else helped you,
like
but
if you had several people helping you,
yeah, break
it's because
down.
there's times, man, that you get like let's say you get a party for like 40 people, so you get four servers. But sometimes the main person is gonna be like, "Hey man, I want you to have this, but just don't split it with everybody else." That's when you're like you know what? Everybody's helping out. It comes to your personal, your call, you know. But because sometimes they'll slip a little bit extra besides the usual gratuity that it has there. Because sometimes I know like a lot of professions like doctors, engineers, they'll go out to eat for the end of the year party or whatnot. They'll go to restaurants, and it will be like a $400 or $500 gratuity on the tab, you know. But if they slip like another 100 to 200 and be like, "Hey man, this is just for you. You did a great job." Well, it's your call to like wanting to split it with the rest of your crew or not, you know? Because you still, at the end of the day, you still got to, out of that money, you still got to give a percentage to the busboy, a percentage to the hostess, and all the people who are like being, um, who's helping out.
Well, I know one thing. I'm a good tipper, and I think a lot of people here in Brownsville don't like to tip well. I think that sucks. You know,
Yeah,
I always make sure that if I'm going to go eat at a place where I know I'm going to pay $20 for the meal, I make sure that I have at least a good 5-10 bucks to between $5 to $10 to tip.
yeah.
People need to tip better here.
Like if I know some people have difficulty with math, the best thing to do is just because right now the tax, not right now, but the tax is 8%, right? 8.25.
Yeah,
Like the basic minimum would be like 15%. So you just double that. So you could be around 16%, more or less. That's just like if you got whatever you needed. If you got something quickly and stuff like that, a great smile, good conversation, that's when the 20-25% kicks in, you know?
yeah. I don't.
But
I tip.
don't have the person run around all crazy all over the night and then, here you go, $5.
I know it's gotcha, bro.
I'll be like, what?
Yeah, yesterday we went to last night we went to Super Cream. It was good actually. I mean,
That's really good place.
I've always had a great experience at Super Cream. Always had the conchas were amazing last night. Had a concha with queso, delish. But let me say is the girl. I mean, there was like 12 of us, and the girl, was going back and forth, back and forth. She did a good job. Was very friendly, was very bubbly, and
Yeah.
the bill came out to I think $122 or something like that. I can't remember, but I mean, we ate. I mean, I'm not complaining about the bill, but then
Yeah.
la raza, oh, but nomás $5. I said, like, no, you can't do that. You can't just leave, you know, you can't just leave $5, man.
Are you
I
talking about
mean,
$5 each?
no, $5. They want to leave $5. I go like, no.
Nah.
I think, and she might correct me if I'm wrong. I think I left $20. Which I think
Yeah.
is
It's a
fair.
pretty good amount. Yeah.
25 bucks. Yes, there. Plus, I don't know. It's just you've got to tip well. The
Yeah.
other day, I was
Because
very,
it's a
very.
service, man. It's not only like bringing you the food, it's also like recommending the good food and having a quick conversation, a good smile, change like it kind of like puts you in a good mood to have a good meal, you know? So it's all complete service.
As the, I mean, I went to Oyster Bar on Paredes. And I'm pissed off with them again.
I
You
heard
know,
about that one.
I was pissed off with them again, and I'm going like, stop telling me one thing, one week, and then next week, just because there's a new manager there or the other owner, because I think they're brothers that are owners there. The other owner's there, the other owner, and that is always under the genio. There's always one owner guy there that's always looks like he's pissed off. If you're an owner of a business and you traes la cara de que you're pissed off, you need to stay in the back.
De perro.
You the perro, yeah, you cannot be in the front. The guy traía la cara de perro muerto. Stay in the back, dude. And y
Yeah.
luego aparte de ello, God bless him, man. Not the manager that I spoke to last week, de perdida tenía a button-down shirt, halfway decente, looked halfway
Yeah.
decent. This guy has a polo shirt and showing half his panza out there. And the guy's the manager there or the owner or something. Bro, I don't care if you're the damn owner. I mean, a little bit of dignity out there, represent your establishment. And then he didn't want to do my order in regards to the Admiral's feast thing. And I said, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not going to fight it because I'll take the whole damn thing. I'm not going to eat the whole damn thing. Give me half an Admiral's feast. Give me the half of it because they
Yeah.
told me last week that they would. So just give me half of it. That's all I'm asking. No, no, the guy said no. And I'm going like, they just did it last week. They told me they could do it last week. No, not gonna do it. I said, give me the whole damn thing. And it wasn't because of the price, because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, this is my thing.
You're not gonna finish eating it.
I'm not gonna finish eating, but okay, the Admiral's feast, 16, $17. That's what it costs, right? So what you do is you say, hey, it's that we can't give you a full order, but okay, we'll sell you the half. I'm gonna sell you the half at 10, $11. Because
Yeah.
you're actually charging more for half of what you're charging if you get the full, you
Yeah.
know? So you're going to make more money. You're going to keep your customer happy. Give me the half. Charge me more. I don't care. You know what, Sam? At the end of the day, the guy could have charged me $15 for the half, and I probably would have still paid it. And, just $1 less. Something, Phil. But I mean,
Yeah.
they don't try to find solutions. The guy trae la panza para afuera, you
Yeah.
know. The guy trae el cara de genio. I said, this is the last time. The last time. And, I stopped going to Oyster Bar because it stinks. Because the floor, the rug, parece que, like half of Brownsville is already peed on it. It stinks, Sam. Have you been there?
A lo mejor fue.
It was maybe the panza guy. Stinks. And I said,
No,
that's
man,
it.
I haven't been there in a good while.
I am never ever going. And let me tell you, the difference with the one here the one downtown, it might have an old rug, but you get great service, and the food is always good. So now the only oyster bar that I will ever go to for the rest of my life is going to be downtown. Screw Paredestein Road. Horrible, horrible. And and that's the other thing, Sam. It just takes one bad service for you
Yeah.
to lose a bunch of people. Just one bad service. Because at that table, estaba papá, estaba yo, estaba Saúl. O sea, you got three different family units there that are never going to stop at your place.
Yeah.
And they're going to make sure, three family units in one table that are going to make sure to tell their family and friends, don't ever eat there again.
Yeah.
And not to toot my own horn, that's why I got my dentist. But guys, let me say, I mean, I've got a big audience here, folks. And I'm going to tell my people, it sucks.
I know, like it takes a while before you, like, after having a bad experience, it takes a while before you go back, man. Because I know, Cheddar's, I had like the most horrible experience a while back, and it took me a good like 3 years before I went back.
Yeah,
It was pretty bad.
the only reason I went back is went back to Cheddar was somebody was going to be there, and then a friend of mine was working there, and great service. So I said, I'll give him a chance again.
Yeah.
My issue with them was that the internet really, really sucked there. For some reason, that building,
Out
the
of all
building,
things, the internet.
yeah, the building for some reason it doesn't have good reception.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, internet's
I didn't
important.
even know they had internet.
Well, what happens is they didn't have internet. So what happens is when you go there, the reception there is bad, and the waiters they told me, they said it's because the reception here in this building is bad. It's
Yeah.
true. Well, now they have Wi-Fi, so that's the smart thing. Just put the damn Wi-Fi. Keep your people happy. What do y'all think
Yeah.
of that case about the truck driver from Texas? Oh, it was pathetic, guys. Gacho. It is messed up. Messed up. I mean, the guy's 20 something years old, and
Like
they
he
gave him
already got the license. If anything.
a CDL license, and it was faulty equipment. It wasn't his fault.
If anything, I know that he could still like go back and appeal it, you know.
Yeah, but
And if anything, he could also just. It sounds kind of bad, but he could just, I guess, sue like the company because he was using a company's truck, right?
yes, but man, let me tell you, appeals are expensive, bro. I mean, I've never done an appeal, but I've
Well,
heard.
it's either that or 110 years.
Well, yeah, but what I'm trying to say, look, this is what happens, Sam. The justice system is aligned to help the individuals that are wealthy and rich, because people that are healthy and
Yeah,
rich can afford themselves. And let me tell you, I've been very, very fortunate to have an
yeah,
amazing attorney, probably one of the best attorneys in Brownsville, and she's got my back. She's got my back, and let me say, not everyone in the city of Brownsville has the same, and that's just and I'm not only in the city of Brownsville, throughout the country, and not everyone can afford a 20, 30, 40, $50,000 appeal out there. It sucks. Let me go to the
yeah.
comments because I really have to go to. Good evening, Chrissy Hermosa. Good
I did
evening.
hear though that there's a lot of truckers not doing picking up orders for Colorado.
Yeah, because they're pissed. And
Yeah,
I'm glad. Forget it. I mean, do you really want to risk, 110 of your years? I don't think I'm going to reach 110.
nope.
Maybe. Give it up, cheese. No, no. Your sister, la madrina, okay. I've heard stories. I better not say anything because everyone takes everything out
I'm
of
pleading the
context.
fifth. I don't mess with her.
Yeah, forget it. And then I'm going. And then I'm
And
going
I
to have.
know the other person, like they talk really close, so that will spread like wildfire. Trust me.
No, the other one. I don't. I haven't told you, but the other one, I ran into him at the mall. I'm going like, again, tell your little kids not to come after Erasmo Castro. Because if they think that Erasmo Castro is not going to go slap them back, you're crazy. I don't go after these little runts, man. I don't go after these people. But if they go out there and throw jabs at Erasmo and they think that Erasmo is going to be quiet, estás bien stupid. Bien
Yeah.
stupid. So, oh, very easy. You tell your son to keep his mouth a little shut when it comes to Erasmo Castro, to go out there with his little socialist little friends and feel that he deserves all those little awards that he gets for participating. That's fine. Just tell him to keep my name off of his lips. Simple as that. But if you expect me to go hear his crap and go him making out there making the stupid accusations and me be quiet, you're not the same Erasmo Castro you met a long time ago.
Yeah, I haven't been able to see any of the posts because I got blocked.
Oh, you're lucky. Maggie, come back. Maggie, come back. Any kind of fool could see. Does anyone know how they're testing for the COVID strain? Like, how do they know it's Delta or Omicron? I have no idea. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. Everyone, just take care of yourself as much as possible. I don't care about the numbers. Yeah, take care of yourself, guys. Stay strong. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. If you still believe in all that crap, I'm done. I'm not doing it. Tired. Is Denise Garza, because you remember, Muerta de Hambre, is still an employee of Samanito? Because if so, that means she got a nice big Christmas bonus. Already, because BISD got only $500. True. I don't know if she's still an employee there. I'm sure that she probably is. You need to be more grateful and appreciative of what is given to you, sir, even if they are crumbs. I want some more. What? Do you all know if Erasmo ya se no? Are you wanting to invite me or what, bro? Ah,
Está
so how
como
does
con
this
hambre y sueño.
perfect combination? Does anyone know how this people? My people is an inside dog, but I gain her outside for about 30 minutes to get some air and do her business. When I'm outside, I also chain her up. Uh, Again, unless you got Karens living around or Karinas, you should be okay.
Like, if do you have a fence? That's a huge that's a huge factor too. Like, is your house fenced up to where he can't escape and stuff like that? Because once they see pit bulls outside and about, people call the cops real quick, and cops get there even faster than a regular dog,
Chihuahua.
because that's money right there for them. They're like, oh no, we
Cash.
gotta pick him up, and you gotta go over there and pay the city and whatnot, and you won't hear the rest of it.
I was in a
The end of it.
Facebook jail. Otra vez. Oh, my jail because of the comments. Sorry. ¿Qué pasa con Maggie? I'm almost giving up. They
Then
go
a
in.
Christmas break, maybe.
They go in, but they usually don't leave. Pew 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 pew
They
pew
go in,
pew
but usually
pew.
don't.
I hear ya.
Like if they have the area, but that's awesome, But over there, no one's gonna be like looking for dogs.
Nope. Tell the truth, Erasmo. You're making those $200-300 a night by serving happy endings.
If that was true.
I'd be one rich man. Wouldn't have a need to be making these
How come
shows.
they're paying me less?
You're an intern.
No, I'm saying that's your expression.
Oh, you don't have a green screen. Oh, that you were saying it.
No, that's
Monterrey,
your
what?
expression.
Vámonos a Monterrey, Alex. Monterrey is so beautiful. I'll be there Thursday. Tip of this Dirk. Oh, mendigo. That's correct, Sam, on the tip. When you go to a club, a tip should be more because you are there for a couple of hours. Let me tell you, Sam spends days in clubs. We got
Hey,
pizza.
you'll be surprised. Some people spend hours in restaurants too. They're called campers.
I used to do that. Good evening. We got pizza, Dodici's Pizza and Wine. Too soon. Too soon. Not going to pay. Oh God, let's go to the comments because I really got to leave. I got to leave at 10:45. So Senator Joe said
I
no
gotta.
more money for families that Mama Luke's is listed as a Democrat but works for the Republicans. Maruchan has stated that he wants to be an independent. I'm tired of Sleepy Joe. I haven't gone to Ocean Bar in a long time. Si andas ahí, mejor el Vermilion. Yeah, I agree. Oyster Bar is like stepping into a time machine and going back to the 70s with a guy with a panza. Chili's internet sucks. I'm back. Can y'all start all over? And now the weather. Thanks. Several years ago, I had a craving for oyster bar and paredes, and the manager was really friendly and even gave my kid a free candy. After I said he couldn't have it, the next week I went again, and the same other manager going to the kitchen gave me the look of death. I never went back as I felt not welcome. Yep, that's exactly what happens. County Commissioner, Baba. Close enough. Super behind on your comments. I know, I know. Let's go, Brandon. I have avoided cheddars for more than give years, 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
And you always make things out of context or provide no context on your posts.
Maybe you misunderstand them.
Well, when one is at this height, this level of intelligence, 5 years, we got your gist. I've always, I've always ever got good service at Arnie's Los Fresnos. I always ever got. My God, and you're complaining about my context and post and understandable, boy. Come on. I know we don't want Maggie here. The man is. I think she's still a woman. Maybe your attorney needs to help the teacher from Burns that's being railroaded on a child injury charge when the teacher didn't do anything to him. Yes. And I know about that case, and that was part of the issue. That's why the 40 individuals supposedly went out there and signed the vote of non-confidence because the principal was trying to check out the injury to a child. Let me tell you, is that if you haven't seen, hey, boom! If you haven't seen this morning show, it was a damn good one too. Oh, someone's
That was
messing.
the whole thing about the twist in the arm.
Yeah, you know who did that, right?
No,
No, it was
like
Linda's.
I saw. I started seeing from that point forward.
Oh, Trey, we love you. Not anymore. I don't. Have a good night, guys. It is 9:45, and I have a 10 o'clock happy end
Meet up.
hookup.
Okay.
My dentist is in town. Este, guys, be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Guys, please, more toys, more toys, more toys. Sam, thanks for coming on, Sam.
No problem. Man. Anytime.
Um, Uh, Maybe you'll continue to get blocked for more people. Kind of a cool thing. Guys,
It's still a way to see their post, though. I'm not gonna say how.
guys. I know. I don't care to see them, guys. Have a great evening. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. Still believe in all that crap. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the morning. Guys, be good to each other, and please continue to be good to me. God bless.